Hi, I'm Katie, your safety trainer, and in today's video, we'll be talking about aviation gas or AVGAS safety. When it comes to planes and helicopters with powered piston engines, pilots use aviation gas, also known as AVGAS, to fuel their aircraft.
Train, track, remind.
Train, track, remind!
Do it! Train, track, and remind. Safety training doesn't have to be expensive or complicated. With Got Safety Lite, you get unlimited access to over 2,000 professionally made safety videos, all in English and Spanish, for just $10 a month. No contracts, no hidden fees, just simple, effective training. But maybe you need more than just videos. With our full Got Safety app, our learning management system, you can train, track, and remind your employees automatically. And what if you've already spent tens of thousands of dollars building your own learning management system? We get it. You don't have to start over. We can supply the content so you can keep using the system you've already paid for. But here's the kicker. If there's a video you need that we don't have, we'll make it for you at no cost, because we're that confident you'll love Got Safety. 3 ways to get the training you need. 1 place to get it all. Got Safety, train, track, and remind. While fueling an aircraft with this gas could be simple, improper handling of fuel equipment could expose you to harm. In this video, we'll cover the hazards associated with AVGAS, the personal protective equipment that may need to be worn when fueling, and some safe work practices that can be used to help minimize the chances of an injury occurring when working with AVGAS fueling equipment. When fueling with AVGAS, you could face a number of hazards. These hazards include exposure to lead, especially when fueling with full lead or AVGAS 100 or low lead or AVGAS 100 LL blends. There's also the potential for exposure to benzene, which can be found in these fuel blends. If the fuel comes into contact with your skin, it can cause irritation, and it could also irritate your eyes if it splashes into them. Another major risk is fire. The fuel or its vapors could ignite from sparks, open flames, heat, or hot surfaces. There's also the danger of slipping or falling if you're working in wet or slippery areas or when fueling from ladders. Improper fueling can even cause plane crashes, especially if the wrong type of fuel is used. If the fuel is accidentally ingested, it could lead to poisoning, and working outside in bad weather can expose you to the risks of inclement weather conditions. To help reduce the risk of injury while fueling with AVGAS, it's important to wear the right personal protective equipment or PPE. This may include safety glasses or goggles, gloves, and cotton clothing. Be sure to avoid materials like wool, nylon, polyester, or any other fabrics that might generate a static electricity, as they could cause a spark. Non-slip, closed-toed shoes or boots should also be worn to help prevent slips or injuries. Depending on your facility, additional PPE might be required, especially when working on the tarmac. If you're unsure about what additional protective gear is needed, check with your supervisor. Always inspect the PPE for any wear or damage before using it. If any items are damaged, make sure to report them to your supervisor and do not use them. When fueling aircraft with aviation gas, or AVGAS, you should follow these key steps to ensure safety. First, check the forecasted weather conditions and dress accordingly for the conditions you may face. Read and familiarize yourself with your facility's security policies and procedures to ensure that only authorized personnel have access to areas where AVGAS is stored and dispensed. Make sure that only trained and authorized fuel handlers conduct fueling operations. It's essential to be familiar with the Safety Data Sheets, or SDS, for AVGAS. If you have any questions or concerns about the information provided in the SDS, ask your supervisor for clarification. Ensure that AVGAS is stored outdoors or in well-ventilated areas according to the manufacturer's guidelines and your facility's procedures. Regularly inspect AVGAS storage tanks, containers, and mobile fuel dispensing systems for leaks or damage. Report any leaking or damaged equipment to your supervisor and clean up any spills following the manufacturer's instructions, facility procedures, and local or state regulations. Ensure all storage tanks, containers, and mobile fuel dispensing systems are properly labeled in compliance with your facility's policies and regulations. Perform a visual inspection of fuel hoses for any signs of damage or wear. If hoses are damaged, report them to your supervisor and do not use them to fuel aircraft. Do not smoke around fuel storage areas, containers, mobile dispensing systems, or aircraft. Use only non-sparking tools when working in areas where AVGAS is stored or dispensed, and keep fuel away from hot surfaces, open flames, and other ignition sources.
Inspect ladders before use, ensuring they're free from wear or damage. Report any damaged ladders to your supervisor and avoid using them. Additionally, ensure that storage tanks, containers, and mobile fuel dispensing systems are properly grounded before fueling aircraft. If unsure about where to place the grounding cable on an aircraft, speak with the pilot or your supervisor. Always verify the fuel type with the pilot and check the decals on the aircraft and fueling systems before fueling. Make sure the fueling hoses are correctly connected and that the correct fuel is used. Using the wrong fuel can cause serious issues, including aircraft crashes. Never overfill fuel tanks and ensure all hoses and grounding cables are properly stored after use. After fueling, wash your hands before eating, drinking, smoking, or applying cosmetics. Lastly, take all your provided rest and meal breaks to help prevent fatigue and repetitive motion injuries. By following these steps, you can help minimize risks when fueling aircraft with AVGAS and ensure safety for yourself and others around you. To conclude, power piston aircraft such as small planes and helicopters use aviation gas, also known as AVGAS. While fueling these aircraft may seem similar to filling a motor vehicle, improper handling of fueling equipment or misfueling can pose serious risks to you or others. To minimize the chances of injury or an accident, always wear the appropriate personal protective equipment and follow your facility's policies and procedures for fueling aircraft. Additionally, always verify the fuel type needed with the pilot and cross-check with the decals on the aircraft and fueling equipment. If you have any questions or concerns about the AVGAS process at your facility, please speak with your supervisor. That's all for today's lesson. If you like this video, look for us on social media. And remember, stay safe out there.